Hey you guys, what is up? I have a PlayTCG.me game for you. This is in the Dark Explorers format, so I hope you're excited about that. And as you can see, I am playing a Darkrai Weavile deck. Just kind of wanted to test it out. I know everyone's really hyping Dark, and I just figured it was a deck to go with. Anyways, I'm playing against my friend Nathan. He's a local AR player. I just happened to run into him on PlayTCG, and thought it'd be fun to play him. And he opens Voltorb going first, and just from just knowing him and deck ideas, a couple of people I know are kicking around. I know he's playing, I guess we're still going to call it a cake variant, or at least I will, but it's basically Electrode Prime, Groudon EX, and Kyurem from Noble Victories. So the idea is that you glaciate a couple of times and then you just kind of sweep with a big bulky Groudon. So, that being said, I know to bench the Tornadus, and I'm going to play a random receiver, which is a really nice card that I've just grown to love. And I hit the Juniper. I already had a Juniper in hand, which, kind of means I'm just wasting supporters at this point. But I decided to play the Juniper anyways. I get a Dark in the discard, which is nice for Darkrai and Dark Patches. If you don't know what that does, it's a trainer card that accelerates energy, which shouldn't exist in my opinion, but, it does, and I'm going to play it. I attached to Smeargle, which is, I'm running a build right now that does not have a Sky-O Bridge in it. And that's kind of going to cost me. But Smeargle does now have free retreat now that I have this Dark Energy attached to him, so I can abuse Smeargle pretty well. Just kind of, bring him up between KOs and whatnot. But he's going to do 40 to me with his first attack, and it also does 10 to each of my benched Pokemon, including Tornadus, because it goes through resistance, because that's just what bench attacks do. So I'm going to attach Tornadus, and I'm going to Pont. And we see that I do hit the Dark Patch, which is nice. I might as well play it. I don't see any reason not to. I do have the fighting in the discard. And Darkrai still is useful in this matchup, despite what I say. And I think I'm actually just going to pass again. Or no, I should Portrait. But I guess I decided to pass. So I'm giving him the first free prize, but I'm also basically, I could have punted too. Oh well. I guess I wanted to keep the DC, but I am giving him the first prize, just on the Smeargle, but at the same time, I'm also letting him give me a prize with the Electrode. He's going to Junk Arm out for a Dual Ball, but he's going to hit Double Tails, which is unfortunate. Flips kind of don't go his way this game the whole time. He also puts down a Rainbow Energy, which is going to help me get that KO when I need it. And he's just going to continue to trample me, I believe is the name of that attack. So, both my Pokemon should be at 2 damage counters. Or no, I think he might have used the bigger attack. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. So I decided to catcher his Electrode, which is actually a nice play. I'm going to prevent him from having energy on the field, for the most part, even though he does have this charged Groudon that could basically one-shot me. But I hit the Eviolite, which is also nice. And, his attacks are Trump and Giant Claw. He's going to throw out that Golden Catcher. And this is pretty bad, because he's going to be able to one-shot me. He's going to drop down the Kyurem with a Fighting Energy. And there's that 2-prize KO with the Giant Claw. Was that what I called it? Is that what I said it was? But that also allows me to avoid getting hit with my Tornadus EX, and I have an Eviolite on it now. So I'm going to resist fighting by 40, which is nice. And I'm just going to Pont out my hand. I hit a Tornadus EX, which is nice. It's the second one I run. And I'm just going to bench that with the energy, just trying to get ready for this kind of war with the Groudon. And thankfully on my Power Blast, I hit heads, which means I don't have to discard that fighting energy. And I'm just conserving energy in play. I can keep attaching to that benched one. However, he's going to play a switch, and now I'm expecting him to have the Shaman, simply because why else would he do this? I know he plays 2 Shaman. He's going to play the Level Ball and get the Shaman. And so now he has all 5 energy on his Kyurem, which I found really weird. I don't know why he did that. I guess he was really afraid of me one-shotting his Groudon from here. The other misplay he makes there is that he attaches the Rainbow to the Groudon, which puts it at 100 damage, which means that a Power Blast will knock it out in one shot. So I'm just going to go ahead and catcher that thing because I want 2 prizes, because who wouldn't? And I Juniper away the Junk Arm just because I want to keep my hand flowing with cards, and I don't want to miss energy attachments. I also get an Weavile on the Bench Tornadus, which is really nice because now Kyurem can't really touch me. And the next part of this plan, I guess, is to take that prize there. So now I've got, a pretty beefy hand, a lot of good draw supporters. And I'm feeling confident. He's only got 1 energy on 1 Pokemon. I feel like my board's definitely a little bit stronger than his, especially with the Weavilites. He's going to just Glaciate me, which will put me at 1 damage on each. I click on Dark Patch there. I guess just to show you guys what it does. I'm in a Dual Ball, and I hit Double Heads, which is going to influence my decision greatly in what I grab. I believe it's going to be Darkrai and Shaman, because what I'm seeing here is that I have the potential to knock out Kyurem and Shaman within a couple hits of each other. I attached the Dark Claw, so now I have tools on all 3 Pokemon, which is great. And I'm going to Dark Patch, so there is a Dark from the discard onto the Darkrai, and I'm going to play Shaman. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move one of the Dark Energies to my benched Tornadus EX, because Darkrai will give him free retreat then, otherwise I'd have to discard the DCE. So it's basically just my best shot at conserving. I'm then going to flush out my hand with a Pont, and I hit the catcher, which is really nice, because that way I am going to be able to go for the catcher and bring out the Shaman. I'll be able to do 30 damage to the Kyurem, so I won't power it up for Outrage, but I will be able to put 30 damage on it and be able to one-shot it next turn, assuming he can't get out some other big damaging Pokemon. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take myself down to 2 prizes, and I've taken the lead here despite the fact that, he took 3 prizes in the time I took 1. However, he's got the Revive, he's going to grab Groudon, he's going to switch back out. And here I'm expecting him to have the some sort of way to get access to Shaman, but he Ponts, which is fine with me. He attaches the Eviolite, which is smart because it's preventing me from taking prizes on his Kyurem. And he's going to Dual Ball, and he's just going to whiff. He's going to Junk Arm for a Level Ball. And this is a really key play, because what happens here is that he is going to grab out the Shaman and move the energy. However, he actually Junk Armed away the plus power, which means that he won't be able to one-shot Darkrai, which is huge. And definitely costing him big in this prize exchange. He could have taken 2 prizes and taken the lead. I only have 1 energy on the field at the moment, so he's going to be stuck doing 160 to me. So that definitely is somewhere I caught a break in this game. I'm also going to use a Ultra Ball to get out a Weavile, just to see what that last card in this deck is. And I'm going to Claw Snag it. And it turns out it's a random receiver, which is fantastic. So he's dropped his hand down to 0. He has no draw. And now the play for me really is just to, I guess I Bianca just to conserve supporters. I hit the DCE, which is helpful, for sure. And I'm going to attach that to my bench Tornadus, I think. The one that already has an energy on it, just so I can keep using my Power Blast if I need it. And now the play, I think, is just to basically... Actually, I'm going to retreat, which I actually like. This allows me to prevent him from taking that prize card. I know he only has one card in his hand. So, or he only will have one card in his hand. So I'm just going to Power Blast. I have to discard, but I have the fighting in hand already, so, or not fighting, dark in hand already, so it doesn't really matter. And basically I put him on a 1-turn clock to take 3 prizes. And he doesn't have it, so he's going to pass, and I'm going to just Power Blast for game. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. Make sure you rate, comment, like, subscribe, do your thing, and I will catch you guys later.